Habits that harm your cat's health might be stealing precious years from your little feline companion's life without you even realizing it. You know that moment when you watch your kitty sleeping peacefully in the sunbeam coming through the living room window and your heart fills with love? Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. And that's precisely why I need to share something with you that can make all the difference in your four-legged friend's life. I promise that by the end of this conversation, you'll have discovered secrets that can add years of purrs and playtime to your cat's life. But before we continue, tell me in the comments where you're watching from and if your cat also has any of the habits I'm about to mention. And while you're at it, go ahead and like the video and share it with that friend who's also a cat lover like us. Have you ever stopped to think that your lazy cat, who spends the entire day lounging on the couch, might be developing serious health problems? Feline inactivity is a silent killer disguised as cuteness. Yes, I know it's impossible to resist that soft belly rising and falling as they sleep, but the truth is that a lack of physical activity is turning our little hunters into true furry couch potatoes. Just imagine, your kitty has predator DNA, muscles developed for jumping and running, sharp reflexes for catching prey. But what do we offer them? A comfortable apartment where the biggest adventure is jumping from the couch to the bed. This seemingly harmless behavior is creating a ticking time bomb inside your cat's little body. Feline obesity isn't just an aesthetic issue. It brings with it diabetes, heart problems, joint issues, and even anxiety. Have you noticed if your cat has been more lethargic lately? If they've lost that mischievous sparkle in their eyes? These are warning signs we can't ignore. The solution to this problem is simpler than you think. Your cat needs to play. And when I say play, I'm not talking about leaving a few toys scattered around the house hoping they'll get interested. I'm talking about you. That's right, you picking up that feather wand and dedicating at least 15 minutes of your day to awaken the dormant hunter within them. Have you noticed how your cat's eyes dilate when they see something moving quickly? How their little body tenses up, their tail twitches back and forth, and they get ready to pounce? This behavior is the feline essence in its purest form. When you simulate a hunt with toys, you're offering your cat much more than just fun. You're providing physical and mental health. But wait, there's more. Your kitty's diet might be another villain disguised as a treat. How many times have you given in to that pleading look when you were eating chicken, or offered a little piece of cheese thinking you were pleasing them? Well, know that these small gestures of love could be shortening your companion's life. Human food, no matter how natural it seems, was not developed for the feline digestive system. That little piece of ham you think is harmless is loaded with sodium that your cat's delicate kidneys will have difficulty processing. And don't even get me started on chocolate, onions, garlic, or grapes. True poisons for our whiskered friends. The issue goes beyond inappropriate treats. Many cat parents, in an attempt to save money, end up opting for low-quality cat food, full of dyes, preservatives, and unnecessary carbohydrates. Have you ever read the label on your cat's food? If the first ingredient isn't animal protein, we have a problem. Cats are obligate carnivores. This means their little bodies were designed to process animal protein, not corn or soy. An inadequate diet is like fueling a Formula One car with watered-down gas. It might work for a while, but the engine will take its toll. And in your kitty's case, that bill comes in the form of obesity, diabetes, kidney, and digestive problems. Speaking of kidney problems, let's touch on a topic that many cat parents completely underestimate: hydration. Did you know that most domestic cats live in a constant state of mild dehydration? It's true. And this happens because our feline friends have a complicated relationship with water. In the wild, your cat's ancestors obtained most of their hydration through the prey they hunted. But at home, we offer dry kibble and expect them to compensate by drinking water, but that's not how it works. Have you noticed that your cat prefers to drink dripping faucet water? Or that they completely ignore the water bowl next to their food? Cats have specific preferences when it comes to water. They like fresh, moving water away from their food and litter box. That stagnant bowl that's been in the same spot for days is practically invisible to them. Chronic dehydration is one of the main causes of urinary and kidney problems in cats, diseases that start silently and are already in an advanced stage by the time symptoms appear. Investing in a water fountain or scattering several bowls around the house isn't pampering, it's prevention. Imagine each sip of water as a protective shield for your kitty's kidneys. But your cat's health doesn't just depend on food and water. The environment they live in has a profound impact on their physical and mental well-being. Is your cat scratching the furniture? Peeing outside the litter box? Hiding more than usual? Before labeling this behavior as a tantrum or bad behavior, stop and think. What has changed in their environment? Cats are creatures of habit, territorial, and extremely sensitive to changes. That new furniture you bought might have completely altered their perception of their territory. The arrival of a new pet, or even a change in your routine, can cause deep stress in your kitty. Stress in cats is a silent killer that manifests in various ways. It can appear as aggression, isolation, loss of appetite, excessive grooming, or even physical illnesses like feline idiopathic cystitis. Have you heard of environmental enrichment? It's basically transforming your home into a feline playground. I'm not talking about spending a fortune on expensive toys, but rather understanding your cat's basic needs. They need high places to observe their territory, scratching posts to mark their presence and relieve stress, hiding spots to feel secure, and toys that stimulate their hunting instincts. Think about your home through your cat's eyes. Where can they climb? Where can they hide? Where can they scratch without being reprimanded? If the answers are limited, it's time to make some changes. Wall shelves, strategically placed cardboard boxes, scratching posts of different textures, all of this contributes to a healthy feline environment. It's like building a personalized playground where every element has been designed to satisfy your friend's natural instincts. And speaking of natural instincts, we need to talk about a dangerous habit many cat parents have: ignoring the subtle signs that something isn't right. Cats are masters at hiding pain and discomfort. It's a survival mechanism inherited from their wild ancestors, where showing weakness meant becoming prey. Is your cat eating a little less? Drinking more water than usual? Started preferring cold surfaces? Meowing differently? These small signs might be the only indicators that something serious is happening. How many times have we heard stories of cats that seemed perfectly healthy and then suddenly became seriously ill? The truth is, they were probably giving signs. For weeks or months, signs that went unnoticed because they were too subtle. A cat that stops using the litter box might be in pain when urinating. A cat that meows when picked up might have abdominal pain. That occasional cough could be the beginning of heart disease. I'm not telling you to become paranoid and run to the vet with every sneeze, but rather to know your cat so well that any change, no matter how small, raises a warning sign. Now let's talk about a topic that might seem basic but is fundamental: the litter box. You might be thinking, what does the litter box have to do with my cat's health? Everything. The litter box is much more than a bathroom. For your feline, it's a thermometer for their physical and emotional health. A dirty box, one that's too small, with inadequate litter, or in an inappropriate location can cause serious problems. Have you ever thought that your cat might be holding their pee because the box is dirty? This behavior can lead to urinary infections and crystal formation. The golden rule for litter boxes is simple: number of cats plus 1. If you have 2 cats, you need 3 boxes. Does it seem excessive? It's not. Cats are extremely particular about hygiene, and some refuse to use a box that has already been used, even by themselves. The type of litter also matters. Some cats prefer fine litter, others coarse. Some like scented, others detest it. You need to observe and respect your kitty's preferences. Location is also crucial. The box needs to be in a quiet, easily accessible spot, away from food and water. Imagine if your bathroom were in the kitchen. Wouldn't that be unpleasant? Daily cleaning is non-negotiable. Removing waste every day and completely changing the litter at least once a week isn't being fussy, it's a matter of health. A clean box encourages proper use and allows you to monitor any changes in your cat's urine or feces, which are important health indicators. Another habit that could be seriously harming your cat's health and life expectancy is allowing free outdoor access. I know it might seem cruel to keep a cat indoors. After all, they love to explore, hunt, and sunbathe. But the reality is that the world outside is extremely dangerous for domestic cats. Cars, dogs, other cats, ill-intentioned people, poisons, contagious diseases. The list of dangers is endless. Studies show that cats with outdoor access live an average of 2 to 5 years, while indoor cats can easily live past 15 years. But this doesn't mean condemning your cat to a life of boredom within 4 walls. There are safe ways to provide outdoor stimulation. Cat-proof screens allow them to sunbathe and feel the wind without risks. Leash and harness walks, after a period of adaptation, can be an amazing adventure for more adventurous cats. Or you can build a catio, a fenced and secure patio where they can explore without dangers. The important thing is to understand that your cat's safety is non-negotiable. Hygiene and physical care are another frequently neglected aspect that directly impacts your cat's health. Regular brushing isn't just about keeping their fur beautiful, it's about preventing the formation of hairballs that can cause intestinal obstruction. Have you ever seen your cat coughing, trying to eliminate a hairball? It's distressing for them and dangerous if the hairball is too large. Regular brushing, especially for long-haired cats, is essential, and it's not just their fur that needs attention. Their nails need to be trimmed regularly to prevent them from growing too long and curving, hurting their paws. Oral hygiene is another critical point completely ignored by most cat parents. Did you know that periodontal disease affects most cats over 3 years old? Bacteria from the mouth can enter the bloodstream and affect vital organs like the heart and kidneys. Brushing your cat's teeth might seem like mission impossible, but with patience and the right technique, it's perfectly possible. Start slowly. Let them get used to the taste of cat-specific toothpaste, then gradually introduce the brush. Each grooming session can become a moment of connection and affection between you. Speaking of connection, let's address the issue of training and communication. Many cat parents believe that cats cannot be trained, that they are too independent to learn commands or modify behaviors. This is a myth that can be seriously harming the relationship between you and your cat. Cats are extremely intelligent and perfectly capable of learning. The difference is that they respond to different methods than those used with dogs. Punishment never works with cats. Yelling, spraying water, or any form of physical punishment only creates fear and stress, worsening any behavioral problem. Cats respond to positive reinforcement, patience, and an understanding of their motivations. Is your cat scratching the couch? There's no point in scolding. You need to understand that scratching is a physical and emotional necessity for them. The solution is to offer suitable alternatives and make them more appealing than the couch. Place scratching posts near the spots they like to scratch, use catnip to attract their attention, and reward them with treats when they use the scratching post. Training goes beyond correcting undesirable behaviors. Teaching your cat tricks is a wonderful way to stimulate their mind and strengthen the bond between you. Yes, cats can learn to sit, give paw, fetch objects, and even use the toilet. Each training session is an opportunity for communication and mutual understanding. Now we need to talk about a common mistake we make out of too much love, the excessive humanization of our cats. We love them so much that sometimes we forget they are cats, not furry human babies. Dressing them in uncomfortable clothes, forcing social interactions, preventing natural behaviors like hunting and climbing. All of this can create deep stress in your kitty. Have you noticed how tense they get when you insist on picking them up when they clearly don't want to be? Or how desperately they try to take off that cute outfit you put on them? Respecting your cat's feline nature is the greatest act of love you can show. This means accepting that they might not want affection all the time, that they need moments of solitude, and that they have instinctive needs that must be met. A cat that can express their natural behaviors is a balanced and happy cat. This doesn't mean letting them do whatever they want, but rather directing these instincts in a safe and appropriate way. Last, but definitely not least, we need to talk about the importance of regular vet visits. I know that taking your cat to the vet can be a stressful experience for everyone involved. The cat meows desperately, you break into a cold sweat, and in the end, it feels like an epic battle. But these regular visits are fundamental for detecting problems before they become serious. Many feline diseases are silent in their initial stages. Kidney problems, hyperthyroidism, diabetes, heart diseases, all can be treated much more successfully when detected early. A complete annual checkup includes a physical exam, blood and urine analysis, dental check, vaccine updates, and parasite control. For senior cats, over 7 years old, semi-annual visits are ideal. It might seem excessive, but consider that 1 year in your cat's life is roughly equivalent to 4 human years. A lot can change in that period. Furthermore, establishing a trusting relationship with a veterinarian allows you to have someone to turn to in emergencies or when you have questions about your kitty's health. We've reached the end of this journey of discovery about habits that might be harming your cat's health. Every point we've discussed here represents an opportunity to improve the quality and increase the life expectancy of your feline companion. From combating inactivity to the importance of regular vet visits, every change, no matter how small, is a step towards a longer, healthier life for your kitty. Remember that being a cat parent is a wonderful responsibility that comes with the unique opportunity to share your life with an extraordinary creature. Every purr, every playtime, every moment of connection is precious and deserves to be preserved for as long as possible. The changes might seem challenging at first, but the results are worth every effort. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these habits surprised you the most? Does your cat have any of the behaviors we mentioned? Tell me in the comments where you're watching from and how you plan to implement these changes into your feline's routine. If this content was helpful to you, don't forget to like the video and share it with those friends who are also cat lovers. Who knows how many feline lives we can positively impact by sharing this information? Keep following our channel for more tips and curiosities about the fascinating world of cats. Together, we can ensure that our whiskered friends have the long, healthy and happy life they deserve. Until next time, and may your home always be full of purrs and soft paws.